Hi, welcome back to Layden's Olive. Today I got to get these tomatoes, I got to get them hooked up to some string that I had to hook up. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to prune some of the bottom off because they're just starting to get a little bit too much. Now these are cherry tomatoes, which are undeterminate, so they'll just keep growing everywhere if I don't keep them under control. So I guess the first thing we got to do is pick out which one we're doing. These are regular tomatoes on this side, which is Roma tomatoes, this batch. This batch is cherry tomatoes, which you don't usually grow a lot of, but this year we decided to do a few extra this year. So I'm going to take some of these out, because right now I think we got too many in here. I should have had this done a week ago, but I just never had the time. Yeah, it's got to be 35 degrees in here today. That's pretty hot. In the high 90s anyway inside this greenhouse right now. This should have been done, like I said, a while ago. A little bit too overgrown now, which is going to make my job even harder. Wow, it is hot in here. And once all of these are hung for a week and they start to straighten out and start to follow the string, I'll be able to come down and trim them down a lot better than what I'm doing right now. We kind of overplanted this little area with tomatoes, so I'm actually taking some of the plants out. Now all I'm using here for string is baler twine. That's it. Because I go through a lot of hay every year, so I always end up with tons and tons of baler twine. And this stuff works great for this. And because this is a new greenhouse for this type of, like, it's more or less a high tunnel now. So I didn't have any trellis sawed up in here. Now these are non-determinate, so they will produce a pile of leaves. So I'm just going to let them, over the next week or so, I'm just going to let them go crazy for a little bit. And then I'll come down and I'll trim them way down so that they only got probably half the leaves. I just want them to get good and healthy, because I was, like I said before, I was a little bit late getting this done. Now that I got it done, like, I don't like my tomato plants, my determinants or indeterminates, to have leaves on the bottom, because it's a good way to cause them to get a disease from moisture touching the ground. So I always keep them trimmed at the base, so I don't have any leaves touching the ground at all. I want to say they do look pretty straggly right at the moment, but I won't take long for them to start producing a lot of leaves. Now I'm going to have to do the same thing down along this side. I'm going to have to run in a pile of strings to hold the tomatoes up, because they're actually starting to fall over quite a bit. Now these are determinate tomatoes over here, so trim these a little different, but I do keep all the leaves off of the ground, because an indeterminate tomato will produce tomatoes all season long. A determinate one only produces a certain amount, and it's usually pretty close to being all at the same time, but not always. That's what they're supposed to do, is produce the fruit at the same time. But in my opinion, that hardly ever happens. No, I'm not sure if I brought any more string. No, I gotta go get more string. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do this. Because of there's piping that runs along the edges, along the center ridge up there, I can manage to get some strings hanging down and just to tie off my tomato plants. Oh man, I gotta go out for a while. It's really hot in here. See, I'm just going to trim some of these off. Like they're just starting to put out too many shoots. I don't want shoots coming off the bottom. No, I just want one main trunk going up because I don't need that many cucumbers. Okay. So that's the cucumber. I got the bottom just kind of all trimmed. Yeah, it's a little hot in here, so I kind of made this as quick as I could. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe consider subscribing, smash that like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.